Let's check out the starters for the Creamline Cool Smashers. You have Panaga, De Leon, you have Phillips, Palma, Sabete, Saet, Vansicle, Pablo, and Barbon as their libero. And at last, Neil, we are set to begin this one, the much-awaited, long-standing rivalry, and we begin. The first point will go to the Petro Gazz Angels.
For Petro Gazz, and as for Creamline, Bernadette Pons will be the starting outside hitter, and Eliza Valdez will be coming off the bench.
And by the way, Tots Carlos did not play in their encounter last November 16.
The importance of balance pagdating sa production. And itong double substitution will always give Petro Gazz a 3-woman hitter formation.
An attack of Galanza kept alive by Petro Gazz. It goes back to the white shirts. Carlos. Cheng is now in the game, able to save it. Play continues. It's now Petro Gazz's turn. Maizo Pontillas. Dug by Pons. We have a long rally alert ended by Brooke Van Sickle to tie the game up at 16 all.
Bernadette Pons was steady as a rock.
18 serving 17. Cheng on the setup to Musa. That was read by the blockers of Creamline, but Van Sickle won't be denied. Back to a 1-point game. Negrito goes to Pons, shut down. And Jonas Abete likes that play to do serving duties for Creamline. It's a good first ball by Pablo. It goes back to her, but dug by Gemma Galanza. Here comes Pons. Barbon with the pickup. Saet goes back row. Attack of Van Sickle was too strong, and Creamline couldn't handle that one as the Angels go back up by 2.
And just too much close the opening set.
Negrito goes back to Carlos on a better attack.
Tots Carlos finding the right angle. That last hit going down the line.
Creamline only down by 1 point. Saet goes to the running MJ Phillips, who had a good vantage point from the top.
Yun yung pinaka-amazing.
Possibly a momentum breaker as well, because Coach Sherwin already used up his 2 timeouts. Let's see what they do here. Galanza down the line, saved by Sabete. Chance, they go to Van Sickle, blocked. Recovered by Sabete. Free ball. And BVL will put it away.
Receive ko, atake ko.
Great to see Eliza Valdez, 23-24. That's in. Saet goes to Van Sickle for the finisher. Off the block and out as Petro Gazz draws first blood and takes set number 1.
Well, Brooke Van Sickle will always be the finisher for Petro Gazz, and alam na natin na pag crucial situation, Saet will...
As we begin set number 2 here on One Sports Plus, on RPTV and on Pilipinas Live. Dip Pianco together with Neil Flores covering this one.
And Jonas Abete returning, plus Saet leading the charge. Brooke believes time has worked in their favor. Today they're here with experience, resilience, and a strong presence on the court. Now after all that persistence, let's get back to set 2, and on cue, Brooke gets that point.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. 10 points now, but still a 3-point lead for Petro Gazz. This time Saet goes to Van Sickle. Pons able to keep it up. Valdez is blocked by MJ Phillips.
MJ Phillips just saw that set from a while away. It's another broken play.
They go back to her. Valdez checked. Panaga with no choice but to give up a free ball. Saet goes to Musa and still found a way to score. Sickle with a serve. She's got 10 points in the game. Pons. Sharp hit, but Van Sickle able to save. Negrito to Pons again with a tip. Kept alive. And another send over. Kyle to Bernardo. Wala pa rin. Saet. Sabete. As it drops for Jonas Sabete.
You know, we really have to credit the floor defense of the Petro Gazz Angels. Dun sila
PVL serving. Cheng. Van Sickle sent back. Maiza Pontillas. What a hit.
Also one of the seasoned veterans for Petro Gazz, sharing her playing time.
Tots Carlos back in the game to replace Michelle Gumabao. Valdez kept up. Saet goes back to Jonah. Saved by Pons. Carlos denied by the Angels. And Sabete has been stellar at the net.
She's been delivering the points for the Petro Gazz Angels across all against the front line of Petro Gazz, Sabete, Musa, and BVS.
Tough one-hand set chance for Creamline. Negrito to Pons. Pons. And Atienza made sure that she would get out of the way because that ball was gonna go out.
Successful.
Atienza. Almost an ace. Broken play. Naibalik. Saet. Nilipat to Van Sickle. And down it goes for Brooke Van Sickle.
Creamline has to get a good pass.
12 points now for BVS. Pons.
9 markers.
Not yet over. 1 set point saved. Saet to Pablo. Back with Petro Gazz. Valdez. Negrito chases. And that will drop as Creamline unable to keep the ball up. And the Petro Gazz Angels are up 2 sets to none.
Wasn't the strongest of hits from Rania Musa. She just wanted to target that end line. That shank pass from Eliza Valdez will give Petro Gazz a 2 sets to none lead.
As we welcome you back to our coverage here on One Sports and One Sports Plus on Pilipinas Live and on RPTV. Getting ready to serve 2-4 here in set number 3. Barbon with the pickup. They go to Sabete.
Their unforced errors. Now can Creamline cut the bleeding and extend to set 4? We'll find out in a few. Back to you, Dippenil.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. Let's see whose mental toughness will edge out the other here in set number 3. Right now, the Angels still ahead. Looking good and sharp here. Creamline looking for answers. Attack picked up by Sabete. Valdez saves that one. Carlos on a cross-court hit. That it's all business. The eyes of the Cool Smashers. Sabete. The dive by Pons. Saet keeps it up. That is over for Musa. Joust on the side of Creamline. Carlos. Back set. Sabete. Wow.
A bullet from Jonas Sabete.
Tots Carlos will serve. Good first pass coming from Barbon. Sabete off the block. In straight sets was back in March 16 of last year, 2024, against Cherry Tigo. It's been quite a while. That was, I think, the 2024 All-Filipino Conference.
That might be affecting her game right now. And we know that Nicole Tiarzon is also a steady defender in the back row.
Van Sickle. That drops. Bea De Leon gets set to serve. Cheng now back as the setter. Van Sickle with another one.
Their coverage is there, so she just keeps on swinging.
19 all, full front line for Petro Gazz. Let's see what Creamline does. They go to Pons.
From Negrito and Pons.
Leads all Creamline scorers. The lone player actually with double-digit scoring. Carlos this time. Blocked. But it sails out. Side goes middle to Musa. That's a much needed point. Momentarily silencing the crowd. That is blocked. Back-to-back points for the Angels to cut the lead down to 2.
Petro Gazz will now rely on the heavy serve.
To serve for the set. Broken play. Pablo. Denied! Not yet over. And the Cool Smashers extend this one. So that is over. We begin set number 4 here on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, on Pilipinas Live, and on RPTV. Dip Pianco alongside Neil Flores calling this one. And we have Alexis Dinsay who will continue to give us the update. Side. Oh, good play as they connect. Whether you're up 2 sets already, we've seen that many times. Musa able to score. Petro Gazz, may tulong pa nga nung net eh. Galanza. Extension from Pablo. Vansickle with her left. They transfer, a reverse to Jonas Abete.
She's just reminding everybody that she is still an option in the right pin, even in broken plays. We're seeing a lot of sets papunta kay Brooke Vansickle. But when you take a look at the efficiency of Jonas Abete, mataas din eh. So pwede mo rin siya bigyan ng bola. Zone 1 has been the target of the Cool Smashers.
Here in set number 4. Sayed to Vansickle had to take a double step. Had to regather. Vansickle will serve. That clips the net, and it lands as an ace for Brooke Vansickle. So we resume action. Pons with a serve. Sayed with a setup. Sabete waits for it.
Great game.
Nakabawi, no, after that round 1. But this time it's Creamline who are playing catch-up. Been also hoping that this goes into 5, but Petro Gazz are still up by 6. Make that 7.
They will try to get the same result here in set number 4.
And I think this was pretty much the score line that happened. Another run earlier in set 3. They were down 11-15. Scored 4 straight points before Coach Koji called for time. This time, an earlier timeout.
She's the type of player na hindi kailangan ng playing time.
Yeah.
Pero kailangan siya dun sa crucial stretches ng game to score points.
Like what you said, also na fresh, no? Has obviously rested a lot and has fresh legs here in set number 4 together with Janelle Cheng making their adjustments. Cheng to Pablo. Galanza couldn't control. We saw this substitution earlier, putting in Nicole Tiamzon to serve. This time it's in. Bump set by Galanza to Gumabaw. That is inside for Mitch Gumabaw from winning this one and getting their first win in the semifinals. That is set back, but they can't be too excited. Not like in the 3rd set. Cheng on the bump. That's high enough for Vansickle to reload. And Musa to get those wins. But it'll be a tougher route. Sent back. Play continues. Vansickle steps back. Kept alive by Creamline. Valdez. Aiza Pontilla sets up Brooke, who swings and scores and puts Petro Gazz up by 8. 9 match points. 1 saved by BDL as they only need 1 more point. And it ends with a service error by Bea De Leon, and the Petro Gazz Angels get this one.